Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock. We are here on the free to play account. I really don't have anything super interesting, but I do have one thing I'm very excited to do. So we failed on Clan Boss today, but I'm going to test out Newt and see what kind of performance we can get out of him. I think I'm going to try and put him in, as crazy as it sounds, for Ursula, actually. I'm kind of intrigued by that prospect. Now, he's still a little slow at 176 speed, um, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to make up the difference there and see what he can do. Um, this approach this is a little more of like a maybe less rounds but do as much damage as possible type of approach. So we'll see how it works. So we're gonna do that on camera. But I did want to also give you guys a bit of an update. So Clan v Clan, I only put up, and I say only, I only put up 85,000 points. I do feel like I could have done 100,000 points here, but on my main account, I was trying to push 350. I was going to. I actually calculated it out. I had all the energy ready to go, and I ran overnight multi battles. And one of the multi battles, I lost connection. Um, and so when I woke up the next morning, it gave me relog in or retry. I hit retry. It took the score and immediately started running the rest of the multi battles. But the Clan v Clan was over at that point, so I ended that and said, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll just wait and use that energy probably during the next fusion." Um, so, but I'm very happy with the performance that I put up, even though I didn't participate in the last night. It was more important to me on the main account to get max score for personal rewards' sake. Could I have gotten to 100,000 and gotten an epic skill tome and 300 energy? Absolutely, those are great resources. I would have been very lucky to have pulled that off, but it wasn't as important for me regarding kind of what I was looking to do. We did end up losing Clan v Clan. We got flat out. We got sniped when I went to bed with 4 hours left in the event. Um, these guys only had 400,000 points, so this guy did 190 and 142, respectively, across both of those accounts. That's just the way it goes. We're not equipped yet to prepare for something like that. Um, you know, we'll get to a point where we can easily put. Well, I'm kind of to the point where I can put up 250 without doing all that and then saving my big money stuff, not cash value stuff, but my big like books and stuff, and spend them all last minute to boost up that score big time. So okay, now let's talk. So we talked about Clan v Clan. Let's talk about the account and what's going on. We have some interesting news coming up, right? So we have a 2x on uh, Void Shards with a simultaneous 10x on Riho, who is a champion that I do like very much. However, I won't be pulling shards on either account. I've already said previously that on my main account, I'm saving up voids to potentially go after another future guaranteed champion, such as Narcissus. I was very, very upset with myself for not being able to get Narcissus, and I regret that decision greatly on my main account. On my free to play account, we have probably one of the better fusions coming up, and this is the first time that we're going into a fusion, and we know what he's going to be at this point in time, right? At this point in time, before Estrid, we didn't know what she was going to do going into the 2x. So I pulled my shards, right? And then we got there and it's like, oh, I don't have enough. Oops. I'm not going to make that mistake here. We're going to save these voids. We're going to potentially use these during a summon rush to guarantee ourselves an amazing legendary who will change this account for the better by a lot. He is going to be our answer for Clan Boss. I 100% believe he is the answer for Clan Boss. Um, Sorry, I have a really weird itch right in like the worst spot on my back, and it was bugging me. Couldn't get rid of it. So, and then I'm not saying I'm going to spend. I will. Sorry, I will spend the minimum amount that I need to spend of shards for the summon rush, and save whatever's left for the champion chase at the end of the fusion. And we may potentially have to dig into some of these fragment summons. Okay. We're doing very well in Doom Tower this rotation. We are very close to Archmage Helmet. Um, Provided we get some reasonable secret rooms, it's entirely possible that we could have him available as well for the upcoming champion chase during the fusion, which will inevitably happen. Mithrala is too far away, though, but we're getting very close on Mithrala as well, which I'm excited about. So things are looking up big time right now for the account. Okay. Let's, I guess, just roll right into, because there isn't anything else that I'm going to be doing. I'm not doing any tournaments. I'm not doing any events. I'm saving as many resources. I'm just doing my dailies. And I've been doing a very, very good job so far of the Forge Pass. We're up to level 15 right now. I feel like I'm making good progress. I feel like I'm knocking all of these out every day, even if it means changing around my arena teams. So I'm very happy with my performance there, and I want to keep that up. Because Bolster will be very good for my account. Just flat out, it will be very good for my account. Okay. Let's now move on to the Clan Boss. So like I said, we failed, and this comes down to, first of all, Spirit Affinity is extremely difficult in general because I'm getting decreased speed on my team that I don't have a way to get rid of. So my team gets slowed down, and everything comes to a standstill, basically, which really hurts, right? So I'm dealing with that. And then the key that I managed to get one key off before it switched Affinity, and that key only did like 17 million, so that underperformed. My remaining keys on the day, one did 16 something and the other was like 18 something. So right now I would need a miraculous 21 million in order to hit minimum chest. That's not going to happen from this team. So it gives me a rare opportunity because I'm already screwed. I'm not at a point where I can one key Nightmare consistently enough, so I would rather just test out a different Ultra Nightmare combination. That being said, tomorrow I am off, and my plan is to test run many Clan Boss teams and try to find a magical solution to go up against Clan Boss that may work better. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do it this way just so I don't screw up anybody else's stuff. I'm curious about the... Oh, yeah, see, he brings a much higher power level. I don't... Like, these guys are all set to do things in a specific order, and I don't want to mess with that. I also want to be able to tell Newt that this is the primary thing he needs to use and this is the secondary thing. That may not be necessary, but I want to do it. Okay. So we want to get Blessed Bash off as much as possible, basically. Let's see what this does. We could have a good result. We could have a worse result. Who knows? 17 million is about my average right now. Let's see what this does. I'm going to keep this key. I'm not going to crash my game or do anything cheeky, mostly because I'm recording. And I don't think there's any way that I can go about this to improve my output to get the 21 million that I need. So we're just going to take advantage of what we can do here. And let's see. Yep. Really big damage there coming out of Newt. Now, we are in the rare opportunity where I knew that he wasn't weak affinity, so I would keep my decrease attack up pretty much no matter what, as long as Newt cycles through his abilities reasonably well. We are suffering from not really landing decreased defense, though. So we're not getting decreased defense as much because of the weak affinity of Rathalos to Spirit affinity. So that is something that's going to hurt us a little bit. We did get it now, which I'm very excited about, and we got the decreased attack from Taragi. So again, all the buffs that we want to land are landing, and we're looking pretty good. I'm kind of happy with the damage, but it feels a little bit lower than what we would be doing, surprisingly, with Ursula. Which is a bit of a surprise. Now that could be a big jump there and kind of catch us up, but I think a big reason that the damage feels a little lower is possibly because Rathalos is weak affinity. So you'll see he did his big hit there for 14,000 instead of, I mean, that's his A1 for 50,000 and his A2 for 100,000. So 14,000 is a big drop off from our heavy hitter. Now, it could be that I need to micromanage this a little bit more. Nice big 240 hit. Very happy to see that. Could be that I need to micromanage this a little more and put Newt in instead of Rathalos. That might be something. And then continue to bring Ursula to get those extra couple turns. But we'll see how this ends up performing. Because we are still getting a decent number of hits out of Rathalos. He's definitely going to be one of our top damage dealers for sure. And keep in mind that we're also passively reducing the defense of Clan Boss because of the A3 of Newt that decreases defense. I think up to 30%. I don't have the numbers in front of me, so I could be completely wrong about that. But I know it's a large amount. So the more he gets to do that A3, the lower the defense goes, and the faster we lower that defense, so then everybody starts doing more damage over time. It does still feel like our damage numbers are a little low. And there's that decreased speed that really, really hurts. It's only the baby version of it, but it adds up a lot over the course of a couple turns and can really slow us down and take some damage off the board. So we're already at the point now where we're getting that first revive. You do see we have the decreased attack on there, but we don't have the HP burn, so we're not getting the benefit of the damage reduction out of the Geomancer passive. I do need to rebuild Geomancer, which is going to happen tomorrow, I think, as well. I'm going to try and get him a lot faster. I may have to start scavenging gear from other champions to try and get more performance out of Geomancer. Okay, so the damage stayed about the same. You'll see overall everybody's doing less damage because we're lasting fewer turns. So just putting Newt in for Ursula wasn't enough. I was hoping to kind of blitz the damage amount. But the affinity, Spirit affinity is just the worst for me because Blade Master is my biggest damage dealer. Newt helps. It's entirely possible that Newt going in for Blade Master would have been very, very good. The reason being that Ursula would have brought increased defense, which means Newt does more damage. Not... Actually, does it affect his A3? I don't think it would. I think he's just going to hit a max amount of damage. It's also, yeah, so he would do more damage, potentially, with an increased defense from Ursula, right here, right? And of course, that increased defense also helps us survive more turns. So there are definite changes that I would like to make, and I'm going to do some experimenting tomorrow off camera, where I'll be able to end the run before it finishes and save keys and keep testing teams over and over to get a better result. And try and see if I can find that perfect team out of this bunch. So I definitely have some playing around to do. I'm excited about it, and we'll see what kind of results we can get. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a video. I kind of showed you guys everything I was looking to do. Let's look at our total score in the end here for Clan Boss. For Ultra Nightmare, so 66. So we were only short by about 4 million, right? That's a big difference, right? But we've also had times where we did like 8 million over. So it's just an affinity thing right now. But one of the great things I think we're going to see with the upcoming Fusion Champion, if I can get him, is buff extension, shield, increased defense, and intercept, which I don't really know how the AI, because I want to auto battle, right? So I don't really know how the AI is going to do that, but it could potentially stop the stun mechanic. I just don't know that I can guarantee it unless I manual, and even then, I'm not always the best at knowing which target is going to be the stun target. So, um, but I am really excited for that champion, and I think we're gonna see some really, really good results uh, from him, and that may be a champion where I really want to push to get his masteries, or not masteries, sorry, his blessing, because he does bring increased defense. We could, and if we, if they do an event to get the 5-star blessing, we could potentially get this extra 9% of reflected damage from his kit, because I'm pretty sure he brings increased defense. I want to double check that. I may be talking out of my butt here. So, oh, can we not see now? I could have swore he brings increased defense and shields. I'm gonna assume that I'm right. So, looking forward to that. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it a video. I'm sorry that I've been a little that a video didn't come out yesterday. I was just working really hard in Clan v Clan right up until 1 a.m. when I went to bed. So I just didn't have time to record a video, and I didn't want to record kind of a non-video where I was just like giving you an update about stuff. I love doing those videos. You guys love those videos too. You watch them, but I kind of wanted to give something that had more substance and like, hey, well, what does Newt do in Clan Boss? Let's find out. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.